Hello, we are the JAB and we'll be talking about JAB inventory management. Our team consists of Jason, Alex, and Bonnie. It can be universally agreed that businesses need to take advantage of technology in order to survive in today's competitive digital world. However, this can backfire. Bad digitalization is when digital tools used by businesses are not integrated properly, resulting in wasted operational costs. Today, we will focus on one aspect of digitalization to improve, which is the management of suppliers' inventory. The market we'll be targeting are retailers in Australia and New Zealand. Within these two markets, there are roughly 100,000 retailers. The pandemic has led to the retailing industry facing many challenges and changes. Lack of stock due to supply chain issues has resulted in consumers prioritizing stock availability, supply chain resiliency over loyalty. Hence, it is important for our business to have sufficient stock on hand to generate consistent revenues. IBISWORD has pointed out that the ability to control stock in hand and the production of goods currently favored in the market are key success factors for retailers. This aligns with core site research findings of 46% of retailers overstocking or buying the wrong product, and 31% of retailers negatively affected by rapidly changing consumer preferences. All of these relate to the fact that industry trends that may be difficult to predict, hence posing a challenge when deciding on the products to stock up on. Inventory decisions, therefore, need to be timely, data-driven, and predictive. Machine learning can be used to solve all three inventory issues. As the retailer industry in Australia and New Zealand is quite large, the initial market we'll be focusing on are medium to large clothing retailers in Australia and New Zealand. There are 789 medium to large clothing retailers in Australia and New Zealand, approximately 17% of the total retailing industry in Australia and New Zealand. In contrast to retailers having too little stock, clothing retailers face excess stock, hence needing to discount to remove it, reducing profits. There are also added pressures of eliminating stock due to the speed of fashion trends. This leads to consumers expecting price reductions. Thus, both retailers and clothing retailers have problems with suppliers and inventory, however, on different ends of the spectrum. Cloud-based inventory management solutions are able to help all retailers effectively and efficiently control the amount and type of stock they have. Introducing JAB inventory management. The unique differentiating factors can be roughly categorized into 4 categories: connectivity, trends, intelligence, and visualization. JAB combines many functions that are traditionally on separate programs into one cloud package to effectively integrate inventory management and analytics. Using machine learning models developed in-house, JAB helps retailers analyze inventory movements at different branches. JAB recognizes that different products sell well in different locations and will provide location-specific prescriptive analytics about products to stock up on or reduce. This ensures efficient distribution of stock, reducing warehousing costs and markdown prices. Through analyzing external consumer data, JAB machine learning model is able to recommend new product lines. This allows for our customers to beat the market when transitioning into new seasons or market trends. The fast-paced world has changed the way we process information, preferring visual short-form content. The biggest benefit of using the cloud is that everyone has access to accurate real-time data. So we know the unique features of JAB. Now, who will be using this software? Store managers and inventory managers will be the main users of our software. Executives may also be interested. For the purposes of showcasing this software, we use the hypothetical fast fashion business called Unique. The product section shows the products of a business and its availability in each store. Using machine learning, we'll determine how long it would take for the product line to sell out. Our machine learning will take into account future demand and shipping times to determine when an item will be replenished. The inventory section provides an overview of the products, the availability, the order status, expected arrival, as well as the trend, the changing demand of the product based on consumer data. This also signals the machine to order stock more frequently. Retailers can automatically place orders based on our machine learning predictions. This can also be integrated with the retailer's enterprise resource planning softwares to automate accounting processes. When a new order is placed or if there are progress updates, the letter icon will show a red dot and there will be a pop-up. JAB will also make additional inventory suggestions when a customer trend is detected. For example, if a red braided sweater is detected to be increasingly popular at Blacktown, JAB will recommend the management to increase the stock on hand by more than the usual amount. Similar to ordering stock, when a machine recommends action, it will send a notification and a light bulb on the top of the right-hand side corner will light up with a pop-up. Lastly, we'll be developing a machine learning model to make predictions about industry trends. Taking into account social media trends and market research data, our software will predict the types of products that will be popular next year. This allows the company to beat the market when creating new product lines and ultimately solve the issue of not being able to sell the right products at the right time.
There are two different machine learning models that we'll need to build. The first model will be used to predict the existing items that the retailers will need to stock up in store and the current items that will be popular soon. The next model will be centered around predicting industry trends, which aims to help retailers create new product lines that may be unexpectedly popular. To develop our models, we need to conduct extensive requirements research. In step 1, we'll interview store retailers and industry leaders about the indicators of a healthy inventory, such as the turnover ratio, average inventory, and sell-through rates. In step 2, we'll collect sample inventory sales and data analytics from participating retailers and available online information. Using these data points and the information from the requirements from the retailers, we'll then in step 3, develop a machine learning model that will ultimately select later on to figure out which one best matches the actual consumer demand. After developing these machine learning models, we'll be developing the UI and UX, followed by back-end development and alpha and beta testing. Although our 9 months of development build up to the week of launch, we'll be relying on the machine learning model to continuously improve itself. This will ensure that the analytics offered in the software becomes more efficacious over time. In terms of architecture, we'll be offering the app both on the mobile operating system and the software on the computer operating systems. We'll be coding in JavaScript using the React library and making use of the software development tools available on Amazon Amplify. For cloud, we'll be utilizing Amazon Lambda to create the backend server, then connecting it with the Amazon RDS to create a relational database. Using the Amazon Web Services environment, we'll develop our machine learning models in the Amazon SageMaker and integrate it with Amazon QuickSight to create data visualization interfaces. Furthermore, we'll be using the Enterprise Resource Planning APIs and the ArcGIS APIs to further enhance the software. Our financial analysis shows that we can capture the largest share of the market using a tiered pricing system. In the basic package, the user is able to access the real-time sales and inventory analytics. The premium package adds on integration with accounting processes to allow for the creation of financial information such as order requests and journal entries directly from our software. Lastly, the JAB Premium Plus software further adds on market data analytics to allow retailers to beat the market when planning for new items to release. Our tiered pricing model allows us to generate almost 600,000 accumulated net earnings by the end of the 5th year. And here's a breakdown of the income. The first year will include 9 months of software development plus a 3-month free trial period, meaning that we'll generate no income during this time. Since our model requires time to develop its efficacy, we'll release our app at half price in the 2nd year before transitioning to our full price model in the 3rd year. And although we are making a loss initially, we do strongly believe that our analytics take time to mature, and therefore it is necessary to take a cut before we reach net positive earnings. We've identified 2 risks with our software. The first one being that our inventory is not powerful enough to solve inventory issues. This is the exact reason why at the start of the development process, we begin by hashing out the requirements with relevant stakeholders. Machine learning will also aid this, as it continuously will develop itself and improve over time. Our second risk is that we may be storing sensitive data, which is why we'll be looking at privacy policies of similar databases and creating our own. Our data will be kept anonymous, encrypted, and we will ensure that the information is used only for developing the app's interface and machine learning models. Thank you for listening to our pitch about JAB inventory management software. And although we are focusing on the fashion industry at this point, we do believe that the inventory of other retail industries can also benefit. Our 5 to 10-year plan includes developing a similar machine learning model for other retail industries, such as homeware, department stores, and groceries. And furthermore, Due to the increased scrutiny on ethical practices, we may develop machine learning models to help alleviate ESG concerns stemming from inventory management. Thanks for listening.